our session.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good morning. How are you, Vijay?
I am fine, ma'am. Pretty well. Little bit, last week and not last week, last 2 week, I have been suffering from the dengue, and especially in my localities, it spread rapidly. All my
Okay.
neighbor, school staff, and some students also.
Oh,
So today I feel better.
that's good. You're feeling better. What about your other family members? They are okay? They are fine?
Yeah, they are fine, and by God grace, and we always feel scary. Oh, I had been sick no last 2 weeks,
Yeah.
so we always worrying about my kids, especially.
Yeah, that is true. Because when we get sick, there's more chances our family members they get sick too.
Yeah, but after
Mm.
that, we all are not taking care and cautious about the mosquitoes and go outside
Mm.
without covering full body. Otherwise,
Mm.
we are little bit careless. No.
Mhm. We need to make sure we look after ourselves well and
Yeah.
keep our environment nice and clean.
Yeah,
Yes.
environment is, I think, all over fine, ma'am. But no, there are a lot of the. I have a hobby of the gardening and take care of the plants and in
Mm.
gardening and the moist
Mm.
sand. And now the
Mm.
you can say that transmission of the weather also. So
Yes, yes.
types of the mosquitoes usually find in India, and especially in the trees and plants and
Yes. Mm.
so we should take care. We should cover
Yeah.
our body, especially hands.
Yes. You said rightly, plants attract insects a lot. So it happens. I have seen even here sometimes when we plant and flowers bloom, what happens? Automatically insects they try to come around the flowers and plants. So
Yeah.
that is natural. We cannot do anything.
Sometimes I feel to go scary around the plants, and I usually
Mm,
say my son, be careful when you
mm,
playing around the plants and pots. Because a moist sand attract lot of the insect, and especially in this season.
the best, yeah,
Actually,
especially it
weather
would be rainy
actually
season.
both insect are automatically
Mm,
no vanished out. But in
yes.
this season, the weather is a moderate. There is a no much
Mm.
more cold, much more hot. So in moderate weather, the insect are growing rapidly.
Yes, because these days you are not wearing full clothes. That's why as well. And it's raining season too as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but by God grace, now, ma'am, this season, my locality especially, all time neat and clean, and in spite of the no lot of rain, we sometimes
Mm,
got a downpour also, but still weather is, I know, first time I observed the weather is the very good, but I I had suffered that. It's now my whole happiness, especially regarding the plants.
I think we need to work out how we can keep ourselves happy because sometimes nature is not along with us. Sometimes environment, sometimes family, sometimes friends, sometimes our colleagues. So we need to work out how we can keep ourselves happy in those situations. Yeah, when we have opposite situations, sometimes we feel like, oh, this nature is not good and I cannot keep myself happy. And sometimes we get stress from families members and colleagues and other friends. So just look after yourself well, and we can't do anything because we are not supreme power.
Yeah, it's in one habit of our human tendency. We are getting a habit to that time we can't do without. Just like I had suffering a lot in last 2 weeks, and at home I on a medical leave. So that time
Mhm.
lying on the bed, I all time thinking about my office, my student, my staff, and relative also. And now and then, no, we are now feeling now get tired of these kind of things. When we
Mm.
get a free time and try to take rest, so it's a matter of only habit. If we have a habit to take
Mm.
rest, that time we can take rest. Otherwise, we are habitual, a busy and
To
hectic
work.
schedule. We feel restless. No,
Yeah.
the rest is giving an unrest, feel uneasy. So I
Yes.
usually habit of the busy schedule and a busy life. And when I fell ill, that time I have to take rest anyhow because medicine is
Mm.
not working if I am not taking properly rest.
Yes.
So it's a not easy task for me to taking rest only.
Yeah, we need to make sure that we take rest because our body is a kind of machine. If we
Yeah.
just work, 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 and we don't give our body rest, that way we will get sick very easily. As you just said, that you are not taking rest and you are feeling more sick, even though you are taking medication, still it's not working properly because you need to eat healthy food, you need to take proper rest, and after that you can take something else, medicine or whatever, then it will work. Otherwise, if we are not looking after ourselves well, if we are not spending time with ourselves, not giving ourselves happy time, restful time, that way we will get more sick.
Yeah, but now, ma'am, it's a depend on our our situation, our mentality. I usually feel content when I busy in my work and my hobbies. So one day I feel very tired, but I want to go my garden and look
Mm.
my plants. So my husband say you should not go there. There must be
Yeah.
mosquito. You fell ill worse, and maybe you you are
Mm.
going to suffer a lot. After that, you will regret it. But no, I feel better. I am.
You didn't listen to him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just wanna run away from this room.
Yeah, I do understand. Because you have a habit to go and look after your garden. And because you are keeping yourself away, you are not looking after your garden and you are feeling something missing in your life. Because you are habitual to look after your garden. And when something happened very strange, something different, we feel like we are not living our normal life.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's why.
Yeah. So we are just not talking about the habit. No, habit is, I think, the main key core area of especially the human beings, and not only
Yes.
human beings. Every creature in the world. We all are the. I think our life revolve around our habits. If we are no
Yes.
try to lost the track of habits, so that time we feel uneasy. Now, sometimes people
Yes.
are now taking rest. They are lying on the bed and scrolling the mobile. If someone say to work something, to do something, that time I can easily understand they can't do anything because it's a matter of habit.
Yes, that is true. And how we form these habits by seeing what is happening in our environment. We see our parents, they have been doing these kind of things, and after certain of time, we automatically start following these things because we learn through our environment, what is happening, what we see, what we hear, we just learn very easily. Sometimes we feel like, okay, I'm teaching my child to do these things and my child is not doing this, but when we start doing the same thing, that way our child, they observe very closely, okay, my mom, she is engaging and she is doing this task, I have to do this task too. So then they will change their habit, so we grabbing all this habit from our environment.
Yeah.
Yes, because we are the part of our environment, we are part of our culture, the culture we are raised and born. That way we just learn because we are not following some other culture. Why? Because we learn this habit from our environment, and we have seen our ancestor doing all those kind of things, and we are also following this. So that way we it become habit for us, and now it is very hard for us to just rid of it because whenever we just develop some habits, after that we feel like we are habitual and we cannot live without it. And somehow something happen, even though sometimes we have very busy schedules, still we get time out of our busy schedules to do that because this is our habit, and we feel like we are not complete without doing that task which we feel yes we have to do because this is the part of our habit, this is the part of our lifestyle. So when we see something happening around us, and especially our ancestor parents, our elders, our siblings, we just learn very quickly from our environment, from our culture, I just said. So
Well
like
said. Yes,
yes.
yes. I na observe after my marriage my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law keeps busy all time. They na never talk. They less talk with a family member and gossip the other na in-laws and any other neighbor. And I feel they are happy in their own life. So
Hmm.
from when I shift in my mother-in-law, because I am in a job, government job, so I frequently got a transfer. So earlier I live in another town, and my in-laws family live in another town. After some time, 4 5 years, I go transfer my hometown, and I live with my in-laws. So that time I observe my mother-in-law. She is very busy. She had a very busy life, so she feel content, and also get some prosperity. When we are get busy and avoid unnecessary gossip and other things, and apart from one of my sister-in-law, they only live in at home and not busy in all time. Sometimes she started gossip and other things. So she usually fell ill. She was fell ill. So I observe that two personality, and I try to follow my mother-in-law's habit. And I after 4 5 years, I also got a transfer another town. At that time, I live alone, and there is a not much more responsibility. But I start the gardening, say, and just like learning new things and reading books and some audio books.
Mhm.
At that time, I now get a busy schedule, busy life. I learned a lot from my mother-in-law, and I never now. I try to avoid the gossip on the mobile phone and relatives, uncle and aunt and sister-in-law, mother-in-law. So this habit make me now feel content. And nowadays I can't live without anything. If we have a single minute,
Mhm.
I feel unrest. Oh, what I what should I do? What can I do? No. So it's a we now observe our environment, our elders, and also same
Yes.
kind of habit in my mother. But after my marriage, I leave the maternal home, and due to the job, I rarely go there. And she is also no more in the world. So I learned a lot my mother-in-law.
Yes, because I have observed as well. Before marriage, we are kind of children.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
have no sense. We don't know because we don't deal with the things. Our parents they deal with the things, and we just take rest because we are under their supervision. We are under their care. So we don't just think what is happening, how they are surviving, all those expenses, and how they are looking after us. But when we get married, after that, we just get responsibility very immediately. Yes, before we were an independent girl, and after that marriage, we become like responsible person, and we need to look after everyone. Suddenly, it's change. It's a big transition for us, and then we learn through our mother-in-law, whatever she's teaching to us, whatever she's telling us. Okay, you have to do this way. We try to follow the same things, and because we are in new environment and we learn from them. When we are new environment, we learn from them, and we have to follow, actually not learn, we have to follow sometimes. Yeah, we have to change our habit. And when we see them doing all these things and we also do that, and she tells us, okay, you have to do these kind of things, that way, that way, that way, and we have to follow because at that time we have no option, because it's a new house for us. Yes. And when we follow for like 30 days, 40 days, 1 year, after that we get habitual following all those kind of things. Then we pass this custom to our daughter-in-laws. Okay, you
yeah,
have to do this. This is our custom. This is our culture. This is the way we worship. This is the way we cook. This is the way we clean our house. So you have to follow this. And she also follows all those kind of things. But I don't know this generation. They're not gonna follow. I think so.
yeah.
Yeah, they
That
are.
changing hopes.
They are
Hopefully,
already very mature.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm. So these are the things, and that's why we learn from our mother-in-laws. Yes, whatever she tells us to do these things because we have to follow, because the way we raised, we have this mentality, whatever our mother-in-law says, we have to follow. We need to keep her happy. We need to keep our family happy. We need to keep our husband happy. We are in new environment. Otherwise, my mom, she won't be happy. My parents, they won't be happy. And I don't want to make my parents upset. And if they get any complaint, like I'm not working here, I'm not able to adjust, that would be not good. It makes them upset, so we automatically follow. And initial days we feel like, okay, this is kind of daunting task and we have to do, but still we do it happily. you know
And not only
because
their happiness, ma'am, we should, when we start work and when we get a busy in life, that we feel content, we feel satisfied,
yes,
we are
yes,
learning lot of things and
yes,
also
yes, yes,
acquiring the different skill also. And we avoid dispute. It is a
yes,
certain thing now. If we are
yes,
busy in our own life and we have to only focus on our works, that time we avoid unnecessary dispute, unnecessary
yes,
gossip,
yes,
lot of things we can
lots of
na.
things. Yes, that's true. That is true because we learn through our mother-in-law teaching rather than our mother. And also, like when we have someone, elders at home, that way we feel more protected. Yes, because we know whatever our elders gonna tell us, that will be for our beneficial, for our betterment, and we follow that because they have seen the life they have experienced. And when we learn through their experiences, that way we feel like, yes, whatever I am doing, it is already blessed because I am following the right thing. They're not gonna tell me something wrong. And when they tell us, okay, don't watch TV a lot, you have to finish your work, you need to look after your children, you need to look after your plant, you need to go to the job, you need to get up on the time. Those all things we know, these are the things we have to follow. But when we listen through our mother-in-laws, yes, we have to follow this, then we follow a lot because, as you know, I told you, this is our custom. You have to follow our mother-in-laws, and it is a blessing to have elders at home. Some people,
Yeah,
they
it is
find it very
blessing and it
agitated,
depends
very
on,
bad. Yes.
yeah, it's a depend on only the blessing. If we get a busy parents and the hard working parents, it's a good thing for the children automatically. Sometimes
Yes.
we feel in our society, we observe our society, lot of
Yes.
elders are not doing work hard. They just lying on the bed and start gossip here and there. So
Mm.
it is rarely the next generation will be a hard working. But if we are getting these kind of parents and elder, we feel blessed. Now, initial time, always thinking about mother-in-law. How can do that till late night? Sometimes 12 o'clock. They are taking their dinner, and sometime 11 o'clock. Now I can't
Yes.
do these kind of. I usually
Yes.
have a habit to last 10 o'clock. And
Yes.
nowadays I also feel and gradually make a habit. I can work now 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock also sometimes. And I
Yes.
also feel blessed because I have a friend in my the school, and it is also a colleague my. So she has a also habit to doing work late night, whatever the time. If she want to do something, she starts. Sometimes she starts teaching at 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, really? I don't think it is a good habit to cultivate because nighttime is for rest, for sleeping. If you don't, because our body automatically adjusts according to our environment. When it's morning, we feel
Usually
like
I
no,
say
we need not to sleep. At night time, our body start to gives up. Okay, this is the thing. We feel low energy. We feel like no, now we have to take rest. It affects our body. The environment we
yeah,
are in, it
I
affects our
usually say
body.
for same thing, na. Hare, you should take care of your body. Who will care you? Yeah, when
Mm,
you get older and day by day. So you should take care of especially your eyes. But she never listened to me, and you
yes.
also have a habit now to work holic,
Mm,
if we can say. So one day I had to go the goat milk from their home side. So my husband visited there, and he told me she was teaching there at night.
No,
Yeah,
I would say that is not a good habit to cultivate, and we need to listen to the environment we are in. We need to listen to our elders. Sometimes, due to our financial circumstances, maybe she has to work for late night, but it is not really
I
good
think
for
it
her
is good
health.
problem. And she is in a government survey, and no, and she had I think this financially sound good, but she
But
has a
what is the benefit if you are earning a lot and you are losing your health?
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I
Then you're
also
going later on, you're going to spend on medication. You have to go to the hospital and you to expend lots of money for your health. Better you just look after yourself now. Well, and you spend that time for taking rest, spending time with your children, spending time with your family. Yes, that way you can keep yourself mentally and physically happy and healthy. I think with
yeah.
this note, we have to say
If
bye
we are taking,
because
talking about the habit, so yeah, she has a habit to doing the
yes,
work, and even
yes.
on my school, she hasn't any work. She started work of the other person. So, so it's
Okay, Vijay Lakshmi, I think we need to say bye to each other because someone else is calling me and the video is getting longer. Yeah, I
yeah.
just canceled the call twice, so I don't want to make that person upset.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
So bye for now. It was really nice talking with you. May we get again in the future, yeah?
Okay,
Nice.
bye. Take care. Have a great time.
You too. Bye bye.